If you haven't guessed already, my Halloween costume this year is based off of the character Kiki from the movie Kiki's Delivery Service. This movie is about a young girl who sets off to a new city with her cat Jiji to train as a witch. Most of this costume is thrifted and it cost me a little bit under $25 to make in all. Anyways, let's get started with this video. Here are the items that you will need. Yellow or gold fabric to make a bag, plus a bag strap. Because I couldn't find a yellow bag at the thrift store, I am going to make one from scratch. A dark blue dress. This one I was able to find at the thrift store for $6. Red fabric and a headband to make the hair bow. The red fabric I got at the thrift store for $1 and the headband I got at Walmart for $3. Pink or red shoes. I was able to thrift these for $4. And of course, a broom. And this one I was able to find at the thrift store for 50 cents. After trying on the dress, I realized that it was a little bit too long for me, so I folded up the bottom of the dress and I am ironing down the crease. And from here, I'm just going to take some double-sided tape to secure the extra fabric on the bottom. I decided to use double-sided tape instead of hemming it because it was just a lot easier and faster to do. Now that I have shortened the dress to my liking, let's move on to making the bag. To make the bag, I am taking a bag that I already own and using that as a template. So here I am just tracing out each piece and then cutting those out. And because I like to complicate my life even more, I decided that I wanted to make the bag reversible. One side will be the gold fabric, while the other side will be the polka dot fabric. There are 3 different pieces to this bag. There's the front part, the back part, and then also the bottom. I also decided I wanted a lining between the gold fabric and the polka dot fabric, so I cut out 3 extra pieces. You can imagine how complicated it was to sew all of these pieces together, but I'm just going to insert some clips of me sewing here. Okay, so now that I have the gold side of the bag completed, it's time to start on the polka dot side. And I am just repeating exactly what I did for the gold side to complete the polka dot side. I know this seems like a lot of work for a costume, but I decided that since I'm making a bag from scratch, I wanted it to be usable on a daily basis rather than just for one day. Now that I have both sides completed, I'm going to be sewing them together like this. This was probably the most satisfying part of the whole process because I know I am almost finished with the bag and I can't wait to see how it's going to turn out. So here it is, the finished product. The bag is completely reversible. One side is all gold while the other is polka dots. I bought the strap from Joann's already made, and so that made it a little bit easier on my end. But I am so proud of how this turned out. Okay, so now onto the hair bow. Before this, I cut out 2 squares of red fabric. I sewed the edges together and left a small gap so that I could turn it inside out, which is what I'm doing here. And then I'm just going to close that gap up by sewing it. And this will be the bow. Now to make the headband, I'm going to take that same red fabric and wrap it around the headband and then hot glue it in place. And to finish it off, I'm going to take the bow and hot glue it to the top of the headband. And this completes Kiki's outfit, but of course, Kiki would not be complete without her furry friend Jiji. And luckily, my puppy Peanut will be perfect for the role as Jiji. All I need to make Peanut's costume is a black fabric square. Since Jiji is a black cat, the plan is to make a black cape for Peanut. I had originally planned to make a hood for Peanut as well, so that I could put whiskers on there and eyes, but I realized that it wouldn't be wearable for her, so I just kept that part out. After cutting the black fabric to the size that I want, I hemmed 3 of the edges, and for the last edge, I am wanting to fold it over and leaving enough space so that I can feed a ribbon through there or a collar, and that will basically cinch in the cape. Peanut's costume is now complete and she is ready to take on the role as my sidekick, Jiji. We are now finished with the costumes and I am so happy with how they turned out. It looks like I have another special delivery to run. I hope you have a happy and safe Halloween. Bye!